What's going on all? Today's video, I want to build a gaming computer from the ground up with my own hands, and I want to give it to someone and bless them. I want them to get it for free. And so what I'm gonna do is I want to use parts I have lying around here, or I'm gonna source the parts from Facebook Marketplace. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna build it a mid-tier to low-tier gaming PC, because not everyone can afford them. And I'm going to list it on Facebook Marketplace for, I don't know, 150, 200 AUD, and then I'm just gonna bless them with it and give it to them for free when they get here to pick it up. So let's stop farting around and get stuck right in.
Computer things. Computer things.
And so what we're using for parts for this build, I recorded a video of it before it was sort of all put together and I lost it. So that hurt, you know, that one cut my feelings a little bit, but you know, I'm a man, I'll move on. It takes some time, a bit of crying, but we get there. It's an MSI, the motherboard's an MSI Z170. This is actually my old motherboard. It's a great board. My brother's old 1070 graphics card, MSI 1070. And the CPU is it's an i7 6700K. And the RAM isn't the RAM that I'm actually going to use for this build. So this is RGB RAM. And because this build is a bit old, it doesn't look really that nice. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to use this RAM because it's the only spare RAM I have, just for the sake of doing the test bench. I want to make sure these parts still work because it's been quite a while. So I want to set it all up and make sure it's running before I sort of put it in the case and stuff. When I get a good idea of how it's looking, I'm actually going to take that RAM out and get some more stock plainer looking RAM and use this colorful RGB nice RAM for a build that I can do and give away in another video that looks nice as well. So this is just for the sake of the test, and this is my old 550 watt power supply. And if you're wondering about the box being a 7900 GRE, this 1070 was my brother's, but he didn't have the box for it. He only had the box to the card he used to replace his 1070, so that's why I have the box for the 7900 GRE. And yeah, so I think all things considered, man, like if you were getting this completely free, and you know, you can play modern titles on it and you can get introduced into the world of PC gaming for free with this build, man, I'd be stoked. Really, even if you just want to sell it, like, I'd be stoked. I think it's a great build. It turns out I found my RAM that I thought I didn't have anymore, and as it would turn out, it was exactly where I left it. I've also found a good computer tower that I'm going to get. So there's a guy on Facebook Marketplace selling a computer tower. He's selling a sound system and a keyboard all for $40. And so I got right on that and said, hey man, like, how you feeling if I can grab this one? And not only did he say, yeah, I can get it, but he's gonna give it to me for $30 and he was selling it for 40. And he's willing to let me come and grab it when works for me, so that works. But for now, let's get stuck right in. So here's my storage options. I have a 128 gigabyte SSD here that I was going to use for the build. Now, I don't think I'm going to use it. And in my laptop here, I have a 500 gigabyte SSD. And in my wife's computer over here, I have a 256 gigabyte SSD. And so what I want to do is take the 500 gigabyte out of here, put it in my wife's computer, take my wife's 256 gigabyte SSD, put it in this build, because you can absolutely put Windows on, because you have to have Windows. If I'm going to give away a gaming computer to someone for free, I'm giving them Windows. And I'm going to use this 128 gigabyte SSD in my laptop because I don't really use my laptop all that much. And so that's the plan. So I'm going to have to open up this laptop, take the SSD out and do the same thing for my wife's computer, but it's going to make this build, it's just going to elevate this so much more, and I would feel so much better knowing I've given someone something that's not the bare minimum. 256 gigabytes for a free computer is enough to put on Windows, put on multiple games and still enjoy it. And if they want to put in a HDD themselves or a second SSD, that's up to them. They're not that hard to install.
I also love things, but even more, I love computer things.
Quick update, I have copied my data from my laptop to the 128 gigabyte SSD, and I have put that in my laptop. And so now the 500 gigabyte SSD that was in my laptop to begin with, I am now going to put in here in my wife's computer. She has been well behaved. I will reward her with a electrical component for her PC.
Tomorrow.
Well, I'm on my way to pick up a case. So that case that I saw for $40, the speaker one, it didn't work out. The guy just didn't get back to me. You know, I don't know why, but we're not going to park there. Who cares why? It didn't work, and that's all that she wrote. So we're going to go get another one for $40, and it's about half an hour away from me. So we're going to go do that one right now, see how it looks, and if it's good, I'm going to use it, and then we can get this build finished because it's been like 2 weeks. Ugh. So I've picked up the case, and unfortunately it's not in the condition in which I would like it to be. However, I'm just going to clean it as best I can and get it to the standard of excellence I want it. So it's still a case, man, and the computer's still going to go in there, and it's still going to go away, and it's still going to be a gift for free, and that's what's important. I wanted to make an announcement. I wanted to cut in here real quick and just talk about something that happened. Now, I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm missing an eyebrow. Yes, that's right. If you look hard enough, you won't see one eyebrow. I'd like to take this minute to thank our sponsor, me. I accidentally shaved one of my eyebrows off. I went to trim them because they turned into Super Saiyan eyebrows, and I forgot to change the blade over from when I was shaving my mustache. I indeed shaved one eyebrow off in the process. As sad as I was, and as much as I didn't know what to do, I took a look at myself and thought, it's pretty funny if I just leave one. So I just left one, and now I have one eyebrow. And that is the story of how I am now missing one eyebrow. There was that guy that said he was gonna give me that deal, you know, with the case and the speakers and the keyboard, and he was even gonna discount me from $40 to $30, and it just sounded awesome. and it would have been awesome. I didn't hear back from him, and while that's tough and can be really frustrating, I want to redirect the focus right here and now. We can choose to do that, and we can choose to do that right now. We got a case, that's what's important, and someone's still getting blessed with a free computer. I think there's a decision we got to make here. Are we going to allow ourselves to be bogged down by someone else who didn't keep their word or didn't have effective communication, or are we going to choose to be grateful for the fact that we got a case? Are we going to be grateful for the fact that someone else is getting a computer for free? And it's a good computer too. You know, I said at the start of the video, mid-tier to low tier. It's probably more mid-tier. And if you're getting anything in the 10 series, the 1070 for free, come on. Let's choose to park ourselves and camp ourselves under that. You know, let's not get bogged down by circumstance. We got a case. It's a good case. It's going to work. I just thought it was important that we discussed that, because the idea behind this channel, and I'm going to make a different video addressing this, but just real quick, the idea behind this channel is to cut out the elitism and the toxicity from the PC community. You know, I know there are other channels that do it, and I'll talk about them in my next video. But let's just stay above it all. Stay above it all. All right. This is a blessing for someone, and that's where we're gonna focus. Hey, let's build this computer, man. I've actually built. I've built it. Doing this announcement after I've built it, but just pretend you don't know. Please, just pretend you don't know that I've built it. Pretend that it's not there behind me. Just pretend. For me, I just want you to pretend. Just for the sake of the video, just pretend. Okay, well, it's working, and now I'm just currently updating the BIOS of this very, very old motherboard, but we have a post. I've put in the latest drivers for NVIDIA. Now what we're going to do is update the BIOS, do some stress tests, then we can list this bad boy ready to go. Alright. Just doing some stress testing now on Cinebench. Been here for a while. Temp's looking pretty good. Let me see if I can focus in. There we go. I ended up as well just putting in just a 1 terabyte hard drive. I figured I have spares. I'll just whack one in. I typically don't like to use hard drives, but it's always good just to have an extra terabyte, I think. So we'll just do Cinebench, and then I think I'll run a firm mark for another half an hour or an hour, and then I'm going to list it. We've got a fully functioning working computer. Airflow looks pretty good. Really, really happy, and I'm very much looking forward to giving this away to someone. I reckon that's just going to be so cool. Okay, I've been running a firm mark test here for a while now. Looking pretty good. Sitting at about 72 degrees, sort of cycles between 72, 73, and it goes to a high of 84 at about 100% usage. Now we're just about good to start. We can list this bad boy. Woo! I'm ready to start listing this now. It's finished. It's passed the stress test. I'm really, really happy with how it's performing, and now it's time to start selling it. So I've taken some cool photos, some flattering photos, just to make it look a bit more, gripping, because it's really competitive right now to buy computers. So I'm going to try and list this for just basically a real steal. So I'm going to list it for 150, and obviously they're going to get it for free when they come here. but I want that to be a surprise, and so I want to list it for cheap. So I'm going to start that, and I thought it'd be really neat if we could do the listing. Okay. I'm going to type in mad mid-ranged PC. Passed many stress tests. Ooh, some Italian chest hair from an Indian. I listed the sale last night, and boy, did I got a lot of people show interest in it. A few people were really wanting this deal. So I thought $150 for the system would go well, but I didn't think it'd go quite as well as it did. I think from this morning I counted there'd be between probably 50 and 60 inquiries just on this one system. But the first person to hit me up, I spoke to this guy, and I pretty much just said, I made a commitment that the first person that messages me is the person I'm going to give this system to. Yeah, so we've agreed, and this person is going to come tomorrow. We arranged for tomorrow at 10:30. So they're going to come, and they're going to pay $150 for the computer.
Tomorrow.
This one?
Yeah, that's it. You can just power it on here.
Okay.
And I thought you might want to just see what it looks like if you just power it on. So I've put in, there's a 1 terabyte hard drive, and Windows is installed. It's Windows 11, and everything's just under user. So you can just do what you want.
Cool.
So,
Save me big time to reinstall the system.
yeah.
I'm just having a look.
Have a test. You want to sit down?
No, I'm okay. I'm fine. You'll be really quick.
Yeah, go for it. Oh, it's not connected to the internet at the moment either.
That's fine.
Yep.
I'm just looking for the hardware.
Yeah, just go to the task manager.
Task manager. I got it.
That's it, yep. And then you'll hit this one here.
Yeah.
Yep. And then the GPU is there, so 1070.
Cool.
Yeah, and the CPU if you want to check that one as well.
I can see already.
Yeah. So
Yeah. Fine. All good.
okay, but there's one more thing. This is free. No money. You just take it. It's a gift.
Why?
Because I feel like buying computers is too expensive, and we need to just have more freebies. So I listed it for a little bit of money, so then I get people that actually want it, that want to pay for it, and then I'm just going to give it to them.
You're so nice.
Yeah.
You're so nice.
Yeah. So, well, I can see that you want it.
I will on it.
Yeah. Yeah. So I just don't want to take your money. I just want to give it to you as a gift.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. No, it's all good. No problem. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
No, it's my pleasure. It's really cool.
Can we have your number? You're such a nice guy, and
Aw.
we would like you to be our friend. And you seem to be very intelligent of technology. I can,
Sure.
if I have some question, I can ask.
Oh,
you
of course,
later.
yeah. I'll message you my number.
Yeah.
There was one thing when I've not had an issue when I've set it up, but there was one time where it didn't boot. And then I just reseated the RAM and it booted. It was just the one time. But if that happens again, just let me know and I'll take a look at it. No charge.
Cool. Thank you so much.
So I'll message you my number. You can have it. Any problems, you just let me know.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll turn this off and I'll take it to the cafe.
Thank you
Okay,
so
so-
much.
No
Yeah.
problem.
You're such a nice guy.
Thank you. So are you. Yeah. You both seem very friendly. I had about 75 people ask me for the computer. And you were the first.
Cool.
Yes. I made a commitment. I said the first person that messages me is going to get it.
Yeah.
Because then you run into bias and stuff. You know?
We are buying for kids to play some video games. So,
Yep. Do you have monitors?
Yeah,
and
we
stuff?
have.
Keyboards?
Keyboards.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you so much for for the price. It's not, it's not expensive.
Yeah.
To be honest, and really grateful for for freebie.
Yeah, for sure. No, it's my pleasure. This was a lot of fun.
I can carry.
You sure? I can
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can
yeah.
take it. Okay. No
Okay,
worries.
Thank you so much.
No worries. I'll grab the gate for you. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. You two seem like friendly people.
We are.
Are you from around here?
No, we come out all the way down from Brisbane.
Wow. So just a quick debrief on what happened. He was a guy that was buying it for his son. It was a couple. They were buying it for their son, their youngest son, and they were just really happy to get that. They were so grateful, and it was such a warm experience to enjoy seeing someone get blessed with that. And I think they said they want to keep in touch, and I said, hey, if you have any questions or if it's not working, just let me know. Everyone should get a working machine. And yeah, man, it was just, this is really raw, this take, because I'm just like, wow. That was so cool. They were so happy, and they were just such a warm couple. And you know, they drove an hour and 20 minutes for that. And yeah, wow, it was so cool just to see how blessed I'm actually shaking a little bit, just because it was just such a beautiful experience to see two people just so grateful to get that. They're absolutely, you know, it's for their youngest son to play games. And they said even we were willing to pay $150, but man, whoa. They said that price on its own is awesome, but free, they said, wow. You know, and that's the response of people who are just really touched. Yeah, that was so cool. I really encourage everyone, take this mindset and start giving some stuff away. Man, like, give. We don't know, it's just money, give. It was so cool. I can't wait to do that again. It was so cool to just give that away. Such a warm experience. Clark and Ada, their names, there's a couple, and it was for their son, and they drove about an hour and 20 minutes to get here to pick that up. And it was just really neat to be able to be in a position where we know I've just got the parts lying around. And anyway, I'll share more about why I did this in the next video, but ultimately this is the goal that I want to move forward doing, is just stuff like this. And man, that's so cool, like when you can just help provide that for a family, you know, because computers aren't cheap, especially now. They're unreasonably expensive, even the used market. Have a look at Brian at Tech Yes City's video. He's done a video on the used market, and it is bang on accurate. So that would be the end of the video. Let me know what you reckon, and if you have any other ideas or some cool stuff that I could do, post it in the comments. I'd be super interested to read more ideas and things like that. I'm down to just keep doing this any way I can. I'm always looking for the deals, so just let me know what you reckon. Thank you. I'll see you in the next one.
Computer things. Computer things.